a really young age, I was fascinated with TV. I would watch more than anyone I know. I would come home from school on Friday and didn't stop watching till Monday morning. I got way into theater when I was 7. In my first show, I played a pretty big part, which is surprising for a first-timer. But then, the following plays, I got smaller and smaller roles. I remember wondering, can anybody even see me back here? So I guess you can say I backtracked. But I loved those small roles and performed my heart out. And over the course of a few years, I was in over 20 different plays. And slowly, I started to get those bigger parts again.
This queen don't need a king. Oh, I don't know what you've been told, but this girl right here is gonna rule the world, and that is how it's gonna be. Because I wanna be, I don't wanna sit still, look pretty. You get off on your 9 to 5, dream of picket fences and trophy wives, but I am never gonna be, cause I don't wanna be, I don't wanna sit still, look pretty.
Baby, you're all that I want, cause with you I know that I would be better. And I'll spend my life to be your Mr. Right, cause you're the one, the one, the one.
Wait, this motor isn't much different than a 4-stroke 500cc flat twin air-cooled with shaft bind on rear-wheel drive, the kind you guys refurbish all the time.
My favorite Christmas tradition is my family used to hide the presents. So instead of putting the presents under the tree, they'd hide them around the house, and I'd wake up at like 7 a.m., like waking up my mom just to find those presents. So that was probably my favorite family tradition.
I'm 19 years old, I'm from Abbotsford, BC, and I think I can dance. I'm feeling calm this morning, but I know that as soon as they call us on stage, my stomach will just knot up. Wish me luck!
My family in general is very musically inclined, and my parents, showed me all their music that they listened to when they were younger, and I think that really brought me to the next level of figuring out my own sound, figuring out the music that I listen to.
Jumping out from my dreams, I'll fly, no matter what the cost. Today I'll find a way to shake off all the pain.
I would have to say it's a mix between Lucy and Tamira's songs, because the opening of Act 2 is awesome, and like the dance is really cool and it looks so magical. And the end of Act 1 is like, Tamira singing Hero, so it's, by the end of it, you're like, don't stop, please just don't stop singing.
Something you would like to say to Ashley Tisdale. I love you, Ashley. You were in my dream last night. This is no joke. I woke up today and I was like, oh, yesterday we were hanging out. It's been a while since all of us were together, and Vanessa and Corbin and Drew and Bart and Kenny and everyone's here, and it was just, so I had a dream last night, and I just gave Ashley the biggest hug, and it felt so nice. I miss you, Ashley.
My voice now is going to be different than, like, even lyrically and what I'm saying is going to be different than a year from now. So I guess how I found my voice up till then is just like my life experience and everything that I've gone through and the bands that I were in, everything I've learned. So, yeah.
Essentially, after high school, I never planned on being a professional dancer. So I went to college for 2 semesters. I was like, this is not me at all. Just so many things that were coming my way that, the biggest lesson we always learn is that your failures, are you really your teachers? They're what's there to kind of press you to keep going.
I don't like talking about myself in the third person.
Well, it's gonna be a tough day for you then.
Who is my doppelganger? Like someone that people say I look like?
Yeah.
Oh, you know who I get a lot? Phoebe Tonkin. Wow. Phoebe Tonkin. We caught it on camera. I said it. 51 people. 10% of the people said I look like Phoebe Tonkin. I wish I had green eyes. She's gorgeous. Damn, thank you.
Amanda's mindset coming out of internationals is kind of tricky. I mean, she was an alternate, but of course she's really happy that the team won, and it's a huge accomplishment. So I think she's just really happy for everyone, and she's just trying to lay low and then get better for hopefully next year.
Noah's kind of shy at first if you don't know him. He stays humble, he stays genuine, kind of weird sometimes. I think Noah's mindset going into season 4 is definitely a little wiser, a little more thoughtful maybe. So I think now he's kind of feeling more like experienced with everything.
You're the team leader. And what you do affects not only this team, but the entire school. And without you completely focused, well, we're not going to win next week. The championship games, they don't come along all the time. There's something special. Because what I really want is to see my son having the time of his life playing the game we both love. You give me that, and I will sleep with a smile on my face no matter how the score comes out.
The Constitution can be thought of as a boiling pot in which we're all thrown together in sizzling and steamy conflict to find out what it is we truly believe. And this is why it's such a radical document. 202 years ago, a bunch of magicians came together on a sweltering summer day in Philadelphia, and they wanted to murder each other. But instead, they sat down and performed a collective act of ethical visualization, or as I like to call it, a spell.
It's very fun because of everybody you meet, and they're always so nice and kind everywhere, and they just send really great vibes to everybody.
Yeah. And what words of advice would you have for anyone else who wants to be doing what you do?
You can just follow your dreams, and you can do anything if you put your mind to it.